Welcome to Be Bold Branding. We are focusing on freedom today. So we realize our clients all over the globe have this in common. They simply want freedom. And today we're going to share with you 5 ways that your personal brand gives you freedom. I'm Tanya Eberhardt, founder of BrandFace, where we help business stars differentiate themselves, and we do that through personal branding.
And I'm Michael Carr. I'm the COO of BrandFace. I was a client before I became a partner in the company, and we're the only comprehensive personal brand building system across the globe, the only one. Let's get into freedom formula right here. Let's talk about how your brand is going to bring you freedom, folks.
Okay, the number one way is it gives you the freedom to be you. In other words, an authentic brand represents everything that makes you you. And I always find it kind of surprising. Yesterday, I don't get to take too many calls anymore, sales calls, although I love them. It's my favorite part of the business, actually. Yesterday, I was on a call with a lady, super nice lady, and she kept saying to me, "Can you show me examples of people that you've helped build a personal brand? Show me more examples. Show me more examples." And so the thing I said to her was, "Look, I could show you examples of everybody else, but the main reason that you come into the BrandFace program, the reason anybody comes into the program, is to be different." So, and that's the truth. And the other truth is, yeah, sometimes too, I could show you, let's say I showed you 10 different brands from 10 different agents. You might absolutely hate 8 of them. Maybe you hate all 10. I don't know. But that's because it is not your brand. Those brands belong to someone else, and they can only belong to someone else because they're personal brands. It's not a business brand, it's a personal brand.
Yep.
And so that makes that freedom to be you even more powerful. And I want to tell just a real quick statement about an agent in New Orleans, Leslie Smith. We were doing a wrap-up interview with her because she had completed the branding program. And this was a couple of weeks ago, and she said something I'll never forget. She said, "I feel free now that I've completed this program because I feel like I no longer have to compete." She said she used to be so concerned, with what other agents were doing, and going through the program made her understand clearly that she had her own brand, her own direction, her own dreams and goals, and they weren't like anyone else's. And so that first freedom, the freedom to be you, is actually more freeing than it seems on the surface.
Yep, it does. Don't compete, people. Hey, listen, freedom to take your brand with you. This is also very important, right? Your brand is you, right? Your personal brand is you. Whether you decide to open your own brokerage, start your own team, or move to another city, you take it with you. It is made up of your authenticity and all the things that made your life to develop what it is that led you to where you are right here today. All of ours are the same as far as how we get to where we are today. But our paths are always different. And that's so, I'm not suggesting you run from brokerage to brokerage, but you real estate agents that I'm talking about that. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm trying to point out is I own a brokerage, and my dream has always been to build a brokerage. It never was just to be a real estate agent. There's nothing wrong with that, right? If you want to be a one-man shop, we have plenty in the program that do that. That's what they want to do. But I'll talk about how that helps you in a little while. But if I wanted to build brokerages, 40% of my agents that are now with me have their own personal brand. So I'm trying to set the stage for where you quantify this, right? It's my job as the broker to put the brokerage brand out there. It is my agent's role to uphold that acumen and that brokerage ideals and morals and values and honesty and integrity and all of in our mission statement. My agents uphold that, right? But at the same time, they also are building their own bank of business through their own brand. And so you want to be with a brokerage that is going to support that, because everywhere that my agents go, whether they have a personal brand that they use or they don't, everywhere they go, they take the brokerage with them, right? You want to encourage agents that want to look for the freedom that they have when they start looking at their bank of business as a business, because if they can manage that, they can help the acumen of your own company.
Right. And freedom and flexibility, what a lot of, when we get on the phone with agents, the first thing we ask them is, how did you get involved in real estate in the first place? Many of them said, I just wanted the freedom to be able to do this or to do that and have more flexibility in my schedule, do the things that I truly love to do, and I love real estate. And that's what we hear a whole lot. Okay, number 3, freedom to run your business your way. So it's nothing like your own game plan, folks, right? Mm-hmm. So obviously, as Michael said, you got to uphold the regulations and rules of the brokerage brand. No problem there. Having your own brand helps you to realize, hey, this is your business. So I have to give a shout out to Sydney Peck. She is actually one of Michael's agents, and she started working with Michael at the age of 17. Worked for an entire year and didn't get paid a penny.
Not a penny.
Not a penny.
I don't even think I bought her lunch.
No, I know better than that. So Sydney was in high school and she was interning that first year. But she called Michael, said, I want to be involved in real estate. Came on board. Today, she runs several national accounts and a few divisions of the company. And at the same time, she has her own real estate brand, and she is a real estate professional in and of herself, going in her own direction. And when we did a wrap-up interview with her when she finished the personal branding program, she said, going through this process has made me realize this is a real business, my business. Mm-hmm. And at the ripe age of 21, our youngest BrandFace agent ever, we're so proud of her and just want to give her a shout out today with regard to that too. So she's on her way to freedom. I can tell you that.
Absolutely. All right. So number 4 is freedom to market you and your strengths. This is a very important thing, right? Because look, if we feel strapped as human beings, like if we feel under pressure, we don't feel free. We don't want that, right? So how do you break that through that? Your brand helps you attract the right customers that you're looking for, the customers you want to spend time with, doing the type of business that you are best suited for. The most important reason and the freedom that it brings when you use your own personal brand is you are marketing with your money to the correct people for the correct reason. So many people run out there and they're like, hey, do you think that billboards work? They'll ask us, do you think that park benches work? Do you think that social media works? We're like, it all works. Where is your customer? Who is your customer, and where are they spending their time? We have agents that still buy newspaper ads, and some of y'all might be watching this from a part of the world or a country where you'll be like, a newspaper ad? What's a newspaper ad? But folks, let me tell you something. It doesn't matter if you can paint it on the side of a dinosaur if you get to your ideal customer, right? And so in knowing that, it gets you the freedom when you market you and you market your strengths to the right people. It is freeing because you're attracting the people that you want to do business with. Sometimes while you're doing business that you can just pick up anywhere, right? But that's not a business model to just take, I'll pick up this scrap here, or this scrap here, or this scrap there. That's not a business model. That's not a plan. And you don't get freedom unless you have a plan and you work it.
Amen to that. Hey, and I wanted to, Sydney made a comment below the video, said calling Michael was one of the best decisions I ever made.
Thank you, ma'am.
Isn't that awesome? Even though you didn't buy her lunch for a year.
I might have bought her one. I can't remember.
I hope you did. I know you did. Okay. All right. And the 5th reason that your personal brand gives you freedom is freedom to spend more time on you, your family, and the things you love. Let's face it, making money is awesome. But what if somebody said, hey, I'm going to give you all the money you want in the world. What would you do tomorrow, right? And a lot of us would say, well, I'm not going to go do real estate, right? or I'm not going to sell widgets. Or
we
I'm
hope
not gonna,
you would say I'd go do real estate.
Exactly,
we
hope
so.
But the point in all of this is it's important to love what you do. And when you have that super strong brand that's well-defined and you're proud of it and it gives you confidence to be able to put it out there, that's that old saying that if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life, right?
Agreed.
If you love what you do and your clients love you, maybe that's the new. If you love what you do and your clients love you, you'll never work a day in your life. There's the updated 2020 version of it, guys. You heard it right here. So that freedom to spend more time on your family, your friends, the things you love, that's the number one reason we get into all of this. And that spending more time could be actually also helping those customers that you truly love helping. I know every real estate agent gets into this with this idea of, I want to help people.
Oh yeah,
I really
would agree
do,
with that,
from my
100%.
heart. There are real estate agents have the biggest hearts out there.
Yep.
And they really truly want to help people, but they find themselves floundering and scrambling all around and chasing after everything and chasing squirrels and shiny objects and everything, because they don't have that brand really, really dialed in. And once they get it dialed in, it's a soldier working for them 24/7, even while they sleep. So you spend less time chasing those squirrels, more time doing the work you love. When you begin to be recognized for who you are and what you do, your business will actually start to come to you. We're not saying you don't have to do anything. You always have to market yourself. Always, always, always market yourself. Put yourself out there. Doesn't mean you have to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars doing it. There are lots of ways to market yourself free.
For free.
These days.
There sure is.
But you have to do it on a regular basis. The more you do it, the more a business will start to come to you.
Yep. It's bread to the water. It's just like throwing that stone out in the lake. You've heard me say it before. You got to send the ripples out. They hit the shore and they come back. You don't know what's coming back. And if your brand is preceding you, it is working while you're sleeping. It's very important. Hey, listen, if you'd like to discuss your brand and your freedom with us, go to discussyourbrand.com. Discussyourbrand.com. And you can go right now and you can book, the calendar's up, you can book a free 30-minute session with us, and we'd love to talk to you. Anything marketing, branding, where you're at, where your goals, where you want to be, it's completely free.
All right. And if you like what you've heard today, well, like it, love it, share it, and by all means, please subscribe so you can be the first one to know when a new video like this comes out. We appreciate your time, and on this upcoming Independence Day, we wish all of you happiness, great health, and most of all, freedom.
Yep, absolutely. And thank a little shout out for all of those who have held that freedom for us and made that possible.
Absolutely.
It's great Independence Day we're coming up on, folks. Hope everybody's safe. Listen, we talk about prosperity here. That's the whole reason we were talking, but we're not just talking about money. Money's just a small part of prosperity. We're talking about the 360 of a content and abundant life. And we know here prosperity favors the bold, folks. So be bold, especially with your brand. And thank you, Miss Tanya.
Thank you, Michael. Everybody have a safe weekend. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.